Well, it's a lovely sunny day here in Costa Teguise, so come along with me and let's check the town out and see what it has to offer. I'll be sharing some handy info along the way, and we'll get to see what Costa Teguise is really like. So first of all, where exactly is Costa Teguise? Well, the town's on the southeast coast, just north of Arrecife, and it's only a 15-minute drive from Arrecife airport. The town is one of the 3 biggest resorts on Lanzarote, along with Puerto del Carmen and Playa Blanca. Or I guess you could say 4 if you counted the marina at Puerto Calero. The island's old capital is also a bit confusingly called Teguise, and it's also around a 15-minute drive away. Teguise town makes a good day trip. Its charming cobbled streets and historic buildings are really worth exploring, and if you go on a Sunday, the weekly market pretty much transforms what is generally a pretty sleepy town into something much more colourful and bustling. The current capital of the island, Arrecife, is also a short drive away. You won't find the same level of historic charm that old Teguise town has, but it is home to 2 castles, and if you like shopping, there's a good Saturday morning market and it has loads of artisan stalls. Costa Teguise is generally well placed to explore the north side of the island. Cueva de los Verdes, Camellos del Agua and the Jardín de Cactus are all worth a visit. All these places were created by local artist César Manrique. Manrique was an influential painter, architect and sculptor from the island, and he's one of my personal heroes. And I'd have to say that if you see just one thing on the island, the wild and incredible César Manrique Foundation, in my book, would have to be the one. The foundation is located in the centre of Lanzarote. It was Manrique's hope to make Lanzarote the most beautiful of all the Canary Islands, and the foundation building, being one of his showpieces, just has to be seen. It's like some weird and quite unbelievable set from a 60s Bond film. The building was constructed on lava produced by volcanic eruptions. It's arranged around 5 volcanic bubbles, which he made into rooms, with passages cut into the rock. The house includes a swimming pool, a dance floor and a barbecue. You'll see windows through which lava enters, blurring the line between the outside natural world and man-made architecture. The contrast between the blackness of the volcanic rock and the luminous white of the walls is really striking. It's a perfect example of Manrique's style of architecture and his real respect of the landscape and traditions of the island. Apart from January the 1st, is open every day from 10 till 6 p.m. Other day trips I'd recommend would be a tour to Timanfaya National Park to explore its rugged landscapes and hundreds of craters. If you have a car, then you can't go far wrong just visiting Lanzarote's little villages, including Arrieta and Harria. These 2 are definitely worth a visit and are within easy reach of Costa Teguise. So let's get back to Costa Teguise itself. I've talked a bit about one of my heroes, César Manrique. Well, one of his visions was to allow no building to be higher than a palm tree, and no buildings to be any colour other than white unless there was a good aesthetic reason. Costa Teguise, back in the 1970s, was a town that was greatly influenced by him. In fact, it was originally designed to be an upmarket alternative to Puerto del Carmen, and the 5-star hotel Gran Meliá Salinas and the Pueblo Marinero were its showpieces. Today, the Pueblo Marinero complex is one of the main nightlife areas in Costa Teguise. The architecture gives it a special charm and makes it one of the main hubs of the town. Some visitors say, though, that today Costa Teguise Resort lacks a real central heart, and I guess it doesn't have anything as atmospheric as, say, the Old Town Harbour in Puerto del Carmen, but there's still some good restaurants and bars here, and it has a really nice long promenade. A walk along the promenade takes you past all of the 5 main beaches and towards the Las Moretas Palace. This palace was originally built for King Hussein of Jordan, and it's used now by visiting dignitaries to the island. So we have to talk about the weather. The town is said to be the least sheltered of Lanzarote's main resorts and the most northerly. So during the winter months, it can be quite a bit cooler, cloudier and windier than both Puerto del Carmen and Playa Blanca. So as a result of the wind here, windsurfing is really popular. Regarding beaches, there are 5 in Costa Teguise, and they all have golden sand. The main ones have good facilities, such as loos, sun lounges and umbrellas, but the smaller ones are of course much more natural. Costa Teguise has the only water park on the island. Aqua Park is around a 10-minute walk from the Pueblo Marinero, and it's open every day from 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock. Half-day passes cost €15 for children and €18 for adults. I wouldn't say it's anywhere near the scale of, say, Siam Park in Tenerife, and the water can feel pretty cold during the winter, but I'm sure most kids would love it anyway. Costa Teguise also has Lanzarote's only aquarium, albeit a modest one. It's open every day from 10 to 6 o'clock and costs €10 for children from age 4 to 11 and €15 for adults. Did you know too that Costa Teguise has an 18-hole golf course? Although I've never been, it's said to have some breathtaking views over the Atlantic Ocean. Although there's a lot going on at night in the town, don't come here and expect wild dance parties. There's regular live jazz at the Mi Madre Jazz and Blues Club near the Pueblo Marinero, and plenty more small bars and restaurants. But if you're expecting anything much more lively, then you'd have to head to Puerto del Carmen, which is definitely more of a nightlife hub. Costa Teguise does better when it comes to eating out, and a lot of the best restaurants are located in the Playa Bastion area. Costa Teguise is pretty well served by public transport, but if you want to really get out and about and see the best the island has to offer, I'd really recommend you rent a car, and preferably book as far in advance as you can to get the best deal. Compared to the other Canary Islands, we found it a lot cheaper. Regarding where to stay in Costa Teguise, well, of course it depends if you're thinking of renting a studio apartment, a luxury villa or a hotel, all of which are readily available. Hotels and their atmosphere and vibe range vastly, and they go right up to the 5-star plus luxury of the Hotel Gran Meliá Salinas I spoke of earlier. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this walk with me through Costa Teguise and found some of it helpful. You'll find lots more walks here on the channel around Lanzarote and the Canaries, as well as walks in some of our favourite places around the world. Some are narrated and some have just natural ambient sound, so I hope you'll drop by again. And if you have a mo, don't forget to drop us a comment about your own thoughts and recommendations. We always enjoy hearing from you. In the meantime, take care, and I hope to see you again soon.